Greetings and warm regards to all my dear companions, wherever you are in the world. Greetings and warm regards to all my dear companions, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are happy, joyful, and full of hope. I have been traveling for a while, and today I returned and wanted to make a video for you about the start of the Chinese New Year, which will be the year of the fire horse, and discuss its effects for all 12 signs. If you enjoy my videos, I would be happy if you subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you support both me and the light and wisdom. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. You support me and spread light, sharing it worldwide. As light spreads faster, we'll sooner reach our goal, the golden paradise on earth. We hope for that day. I ask my great God to guide me on this path. I ask my higher spirit, my greater soul, to be within me, to be with me, and that whatever comes from my mouth, I ask my great God to be my guide on this path. I ask my great spirit, my higher spirit, to be within me, to be with me, and that whatever comes from my mouth and reaches you and your homes will be a light of hope that brightens your lives a little, brings more hope and brings harmony, and that we may receive more comfort from the universe. Wishing the very best for all of you, my dear ones. This year is a unique year. The year 2026 is a unique year. And the real year is actually the intense year of fire. It truly starts with fire. And it originally began from the very first week of October. The 2026 Fire Horse year began 5 days ago. In reality, its effects and the issues that come with the fire horse actually start from February 27th. That is, during these 10 days, it's as if the horses are parading and showing off their bodies and their breed. You know how, when there's a horse race, the horses first come out and parade so that everyone can see them, but they don't take any action or show any kind of movement yet. They don't display any action with their legs. And when the gate opens, which is February 27th, they start to run. And this year, because it's a year one, the universe is actually resetting. This reset is not like the one from 12 years ago, nor is it like the one from 36 years ago. This reset is about returning to zero and a new beginning after 26,000 years. Unlike the shifts 12 or 36 years ago, this year is extremely important as we close a 3,000-year chapter. And this monumental transaction not only triggers a revolutionary earthquake outside of me, across the surface of the entire Earth, and deep within the Earth's core as well. We are closing the previous chapter and entering a new era, and this transaction not only causes a revolutionary earthquake outside of me, on the Earth, in the Earth's core, but also creates an earthquake and revolution within me. That is, the old me must die so that the new me can be born. I wish for all of you to have peace and to trust in the universe. What I have always wished for all of you from the beginning is that you have peace and trust in the universe. What is unpleasant at first and takes us out of our comfort zone, later on we realize how interesting we have become. You remain in history. Fate played its part beautifully for me, and looking back at 2026, those changes are unforgettable. Everything has aligned with my soul's growth on the path to humanity reaching its potential. I'll keep it brief and start talking about the first sign of the Zodiac, which is Aries. This year, you'll feel that the karmas you carried from the past are surfacing and coming to an end. They're fading away. This means it's a kind of blue. It's like a river where all the filth has come to the surface, and now you can see it. You're aware of it, and you're cleaning it up. For Aries, it's like a river where filth has surfaced. You've seen it and are now cleaning it up. As a natural fighter, when you take responsibility, you see it through. But here the fire horse actually don't rush in like that. Let me take the lead. That is, allow this. It's telling you to slow down a bit. Don't rush in like that. Let me take the lead. That means let this year show you the issues that come into your life. Observe them and then start to take action. This is a year when bullies can't do much anymore. Music, trying to control others is really not recommended. Doing something wrong truly brings bad karma, because we are freeing ourselves from the karmas of the past 2006 or 7 years. We are letting them go. So we don't want to create new karma for ourselves. Focus more on cleansing and on the things that make you happy. Encourage yourself to do these things more, turn to them more, and trust more that if something makes me happy, it's okay for me to pursue it. I don't necessarily have to go to work every day like I did for the past 12 years. If something makes you happy, embrace it. It is okay to go for it. I don't have to work every day as I have for decades. I can let go of my old patterns. I'm no longer responsible for the family. I'm no longer responsible for making sure that everyone is in their place, relatives, life, employees, that everyone is doing their job, and that I, as a leader, I should stop. I can create a new lifestyle for myself. I'm no longer responsible for the family. I'm no longer responsible for making sure that everyone is in their place. Relatives, life, employees, that everyone is doing their job, and that I, as a leader, stand over them to make sure the work gets done. This year is the year that you need to focus on yourself, your health, your happiness, and the pleasures in your life, and let others learn responsibility and become independent. Set them free as well so they can learn and grow. As long as you're hovering over them, they won't grow up, they won't learn their lessons. For many of you, it's possible that after your birthday, you might feel like you're becoming a completely different person. You are becoming a new person. It's possible that after your birthday, you'll feel like you're becoming a completely different person, someone who is unfamiliar even to yourself. Overall, this year is about breaking old patterns and creating new ones. Maybe this will have an effect on your emotional matters, on your financial matters. Maybe you'll work less, but experience more enjoyment. Maybe you'll be thinking about retirement, or perhaps considering a change in your work style. Emotions impact your finances. You might work less but enjoy life more, perhaps rethinking how you work by monetizing expertise over physical labor. From this perspective, don't worry, as you'll have the financial and emotional support of those around you. Your family will encourage you even more in this direction. Overall, this year, the balance between work and life is a special matter that will naturally fall into place. How do I achieve balance and take care of myself? How do I allocate time for my health, leisure, and travels to places I haven't seen? It's not just work and responsibility. I have my own private life. I need time for my hopes, for visiting new places, and even for just sitting and doing nothing at all. These changes might even lead you to move to a new place to live. It's possible that you'll be drawn to freelance work or to doing a job from home, or And don't feel guilty about this, thinking that you have to work as a freelancer. These changes might even lead you to move to a new place to live. It's possible that you'll be drawn to freelance work, or to doing a job from home, or perhaps a restructuring regarding handling or managing the work you've been doing for years. There's a high possibility of buying and selling real estate, and if you pay attention to which months you do these things, it could even bring you a lot of profit. But overall, you are doing important work. Handling or managing the work you've been doing for years, there's a high possibility of buying and selling real estate, and if you pay attention to which months you do this, it could even bring you a lot of profit. But overall, the important things you want to do, whether it's legal work, whether it's while carefully taking care of and managing all of your previous work. You should really try your best to finish these tasks by the end of August, specifically by the month of August. You need to take care of and manage your previous work, and you should try to finish these by August, by the month of August. Put them on your schedule. Organize your plan properly, because after August, you'll be sitting back and reaping the results of the work you did up until August. So be mindful of when and where. What plans do you have? What goals do you have? What dreams do you have? All these plans. Do you have plans for them? At work, what plans do you have? What goals do you have? What dreams do you have? Try to accomplish all these plans in the first half of the year before autumn arrives. This is a time when you need to sit down and reflect inwardly. You are someone who generally does not complain about your own wounds. Nor about others. But this year might be a time when you keep your pain private. As a lion-hearted person, you prefer solving problems alone. But this year, it is better to talk with trusted people, mentors, or professionals. Find someone you truly trust. It could be your own child, it could be your father, or whoever it is you feel safe with, and really talk to them about the deep wounds you've endured over these past 18 years. For example, maybe you invested your savings somewhere and lost all of that money, or perhaps anything else difficult that has happened to you during these long 18 years. You should start the process of cleansing yourself of those heavy things today. You need to really come to terms with it. Make peace with your inner child and tell yourself that this wasn't my fault. This was simply my life experience. And now is truly the time for me to carefully learn the right lesson from this stage and move forward with my life. Providing assistance for roots and various family disputes. Heal your inner child, accept it wasn't your fault, learn and move on. These energies bring opportunities through June. Externally, family, partner, and financial relationships become very active. This creates a greater chance that after June, you will have more fun. Overall, through July, you will enjoy yourself more. You will travel more. You will have more romantic relationships. You will take better care of yourself. Have more fun. Overall in June and even July, you will have more fun, travel more, have more romantic relationships, take better care of yourself, enjoy yourself, or gather together with some family and friends and celebrate. This celebration could be a wedding, it could be a retirement party, or for many other reasons. In June, opportunities will arise for you so that you stop thinking about work and focus more on enjoying yourself and being with people you like. Opportunities will arise for you in June so that you stop thinking about work and focus more on having fun, being with those you love and who love you. There's a possibility of romantic trips or leisure trips. The energy this year is about making money. Not that I'm making predictions, but that's the energy. This energy suggests gold investments will be profitable, or you'll meet new people who offer fresh perspectives and help you recognize your worth. These connections highlight the value of the hard work you have been doing all along. And the knowledge you have will become clear to you, and you'll think, this is my way to make money. This is my path to success. These things are very beneficial for you so that you can discover your own values and earn money through them. Good news will come from your loved ones, from your children if you have any, or from close friends. News that celebrations, weddings, joyful and pleasant gatherings, and even for those who want to have children, there is the possibility of having a child. February and March are times for work and making money, even for 2 months after that. But generally, from May onward, this work celebrations, weddings, joy, wonderful and pleasant parties, and even for those who want to have children, it's a time for having children. February and March are times for work and earning money, even for 2 months after that. But generally, from May onward, you should leave this work or pattern behind. You should end your previous work and enter a new phase of work. The cosmic energies that arrive after May will force all of you to undergo a profound transformation or a deep cleansing. These energies that arrive after May will compel you to bring about a transformation or a cleansing in your work environment, and to do the work that truly matches your own desires and preferences. And if you don't do it, the universe will make it happen for you suddenly, forcefully, and under pressure. So it's better that you, in these few months that you have, otherwise, it will be forced upon you suddenly and under pressure. So it's better that you use these few months you have to make your plans and lay a solid foundation for after June. Your self-confidence has been shaken in dealing with certain issues that, you see, you often feel like you haven't done nearly enough, and you carry this heavy weight of guilt inside. You feel like you simply weren't good enough for the situation. And all of this might eventually lead to a deep sense of depression for you. But I want you to know that none of this is actually true. These are all just intrusive thoughts swirling in your mind. And in fact, the people who really want to manipulate you, those who truly want to mess with your head and control your emotions. You need to reach a point, even in your thoughts, where you say, I did my very best, and if anyone isn't satisfied, that's their problem. They have an issue with themselves. I am not their problem. And really try to remind yourself of this. Stop the drain. You're enough, and their issues aren't yours. You have done your part. You have truly done absolutely everything within your entire ability and your vast experience for the benefit of others. So don't let your self-confidence, your sense of self-worth be diminished. If you are currently single, there is a very strong and distinct possibility of marriage, or meeting and connecting with a very good emotional partner. From here, you need to take action. Past grievances will no longer exist. If you have a life partner, you'll reach a greater understanding with them. If you feel your paths have completely diverged, it's possible to sit down sincerely and part ways amicably. Regarding investments, I see the energies as very positive. I feel that the money you earn this year will come more from investments than from physical labor, so research everything thoroughly with understanding and awareness. If you are planning to buy a property, if you are determined to sell a property, if you are involved in any buying and selling, or if new partners are coming into your life, approach these matters with open arms. Accept it. In my personal opinion, the specific energy flowing from August all the way through to October doesn't really seem to support you very much, especially if you are looking to achieve something significant. You will find that you have to come to terms with the reality of the situation and accept it once more, even if it feels like a difficult process to repeat. It is simply necessary for you to acknowledge this truth again so you can move forward. Don't rush, don't make new deals, and don't trust new people who come into your life too easily. Take some time to reflect on them. It's possible that you'll feel you need solitude much more than ever before, something you didn't experience previously. Before, you would go to every party. You would bring every group into your home. But now you feel that sometimes you want to be alone. You want to spend time with yourself and reflect on your life and define your future goals for yourself. What do I want to do 10 years from now? Where do I want to be? What kind of home do I want to have? In which country do I want to live? Once social, you now seek solitude to plan your future, embracing a new identity. The specific part of your personal identity that you once held within the broader context of society may have undergone a significant change. This identity is possible. You should definitely make sure to take full advantage of this incredible opportunity being presented to you right now, as it is a rare chance that you certainly do not want to miss out on. So try this year to let go of the things that are no longer useful to you and have come with you from the past, even friends who have proven that they are friends. This year, discard what's no longer useful from your past, even those who aren't true friends. Let them go. Do a complete cleansing in your home, your goals, your circle of friends, and your work group. Then when you make space for new people, you open up your life to better living, more comfort, and greater enjoyment. If you have good relationships in your marriage, that marriage will become stronger and you will feel a deeper sense of shared experiences with your partner. You enjoy it more, but if the foundation is shaky and your relationship is only based on traditions, that shaky foundation might eventually collapse and lead to separation. This applies to work matters as well, such as companies you used to have. It could also apply to family members, to your life partner, and so on. It could be about your marriage partner, and if you don't maintain the right balance, this being alone, which can actually be very good for you, might turn into isolation. That is, a kind of fear and hopelessness might arise in you, making you question what you've done with your life up to this point and leaving you uncertain about what will happen in the future. Maybe everything has fallen apart, and now you're wondering how you can gather all this and rebuild. Whereas you should be thinking that whatever is leaving your life, that which maybe everything has fallen apart, and now you're wondering how you can gather all this and rebuild. But you should be thinking that whatever is leaving your life, the filth that sits on the surface of the swamp, when this swamp is being cleaned, the clear water, what remains, the people who stay with you, the job that stays with you, the money that stays with you, those are the ones connected to your future, the ones who will accompany you on the path of your soul's growth. You should remember that the people around you are like pure water. In fact, this exhaustion you are experiencing, which you mostly feel at this point, might cause you to get headaches, or you might sometimes feel that things are becoming too much to handle. You might experience heart palpitations, or your blood pressure might go up, or you might feel neck pain, or your muscles feel tense. All of these are signs that you have put a lot of strain on your eyes and your brain over the past years, and now it's starting to show. These physical symptoms are clear indicators that your body is finally reacting to the pressure, and it is starting to show that your body is adjusting itself slowly and carefully to the long-term stress you have endured. This hospital, your body, is cleansing itself, it's healing itself. So trust the process. And if you feel tired, it's because your energies are being upgraded and your energy frequency is rising along with the Earth's frequency. The same is happening to you. So if you feel your body is tired, give yourself some rest. If you feel your sleep patterns or sleep times have changed, there's nothing to worry about. Sleep more, rest more, connect with nature more, put your feet on the grass and walk more, and do less of the things you used to do before. If you have any concerns about anything, or if you have overdone something, sleep more, rest more, connect with nature more, put your feet on the grass and walk more, and do less of the things you used to do before. If you have any concerns about anything, or if you have overdone things that aren't good for your body, now is the time to quit them altogether. You are in a period of transformation. And you are undergoing an incredibly profound transformation. This could be a change in your beliefs you have lived with your whole life. Now is the time when you may feel that those beliefs were illusions, and don't be afraid to say, I am new, I no longer accept those. An enlightened person works on themselves, and I am open and receptive to any kind of new theories that might come my way in life, and if they resonate with me, I accept them. I acknowledge that in past years I was in a mistaken belief system, and now I am ready, without pride, without thinking that I am open and receptive to any kind of new theories that might come my way in life, and if they resonate with me, I accept them. I acknowledge that in past years I was in a mistaken belief system, and now I am ready, without pride, without thinking that I am somehow less significant than those around me, without thinking that I have been unfairly deceived or misled by the world, to change these things. You are changing your own goodness, and this is exactly what the universe wants from you. And if along the way you have faced difficult health issues, arising from a deeply exhausted and weary mind, or from having far too many thoughts, you must learn to deal with them with a sense of calm and inner peace. Let it come, let it go. Let this flow pass through you. Don't worry, don't go to the hospital, and don't panic. Stay calm. Your only responsibility is to yourself, to give yourself peace. No one can do this better than you. Take care of yourself, and in the end, at the end of the year, you'll realize how far you have come. That everything that has happened was necessary and served the purpose of your soul. After August, be cautious about being taken advantage of. It's possible that someone might exploit you financially, or take advantage of your time, or even take advantage of your kindness. Distinguish these things from one another. There is a possibility of exposure. This is a significant issue that perhaps you yourself have hidden from others, or perhaps others have hidden from you for some time. If this eventually comes to light, you must stand up for it and support the truth, whatever that truth may be. If you see that someone, for example, has hidden something important or has deceived you, you should maintain respect for the situation. It is important to stay true to yourself as the facts begin to emerge. Have a deep respect for the truth and simply let it go. Wishing all the very best for you, my dear Aries. I truly hope this coming year is full of wonderful blessings, lasting peace, and great enjoyment for your life. I leave you now in the loving care of my great God. And now, moving on for dear Taurus, the second sign of the Zodiac. This year is a year of profound and significant transformation for you in every single aspect of your life, but especially regarding your inner personality. The previous personality, which held a bit of pride and some deep-seated stubbornness, must be entirely shed and cast aside like a worn-out old garment that no longer serves you. And you should really make yourself feel like you are wearing a brand new stylish outfit. And this wonderful new outfit is perfectly suitable for absolutely every single occasion you might attend. That should feel like a new outfit, suitable for any occasion. Here is why. It's a year of transformation, a year of external shifts and internal change. These earthquakes come to shake up my dirty and old house so that they happen within. And none of these earthquakes are scary. These earthquakes come to shake up my dirty and old house, to shift my beliefs, to remove outdated traditions that have expired with history from my life, and to reveal a new me, a new Taurus, to the world. As a result, this new kind of clothing you wear with your new personality and self is someone who will stay with you for years to come, for another 36 years. But this one is solid. There are no masks left in it anymore. There is no imitation in it, and there is no more pretense. This is a home that is built strong. There is no stubbornness in it. There is no, I know everything and you don't in it. This is a home that is built strong. In the past, you used to hide a lot of things you weren't satisfied with. You would let many issues go without resolving them, either within yourself or with others, and this has caused in your backbone. Perhaps you have noticed tension in your throat area, or deep in your lower back where the spine goes down, where you may have felt persistent pains. These are things you weren't satisfied with but chose to stay silent about, keeping them inside and saying absolutely nothing at all. In your throat and lower spine, you felt pains from things you kept silent about, words left unsaid, and unacceptable situations you forced yourself to swallow. Now is the time when you must, with complete and genuine confidence and without any fear, accept this new identity of yours. And this will cause, you've swallowed it. Now you must confidently embrace your new identity. This will purge your social circle and cause a major cleansing of your relationships with partners, children, or parents. The various patterns and situations that you have found yourself constantly circling back to, experiencing them time and time again, year after year, now must be released and allowed to leave your life. You speak honestly and directly. The cycles you repeated year after year must now end. State clearly what you want and first, write down for yourself. Where do I want to go this year? Who do I admire? Once you discover that, you instinctively move directly toward it. Does the person I consider worthy, my higher self, whom I deem worthy, does that person lie? Does that person pretend? Does that person want to please everyone? Move toward that. Does your higher self lie, pretend, or try to please everyone? No. So purify your speech because the words you speak have power. Right here in this specific moment, I am carefully performing the task exactly as it should be done, ensuring that every single detail is handled with the utmost precision and care to achieve the perfect result. It is clear that by following these exact steps and maintaining this level of focus, I am successfully doing it the right way and meeting all the necessary requirements for excellence. I consciously choose the divine path that my true higher self deeply wants for me. The path that aligns with my soul. Who am I? Who am I at my very core? I have found myself completely lost among various social circles and groups where we simply do not belong together at all. So I eventually managed to find my very own group. I do what I love. I follow my soul and find my tribe fearlessly. That is not their life. The nights you cried, the nights when I have no issues if someone doesn't like it. That's my life, not theirs. The nights you cried, the nights you suffered, the days you weren't happy, they weren't there by your side. So this year, you start building a foundation for the next 36 years, a ground that won't shake with every wind, a house that That house is your house, the house where you find peace, you say. But at first, as a Taurus, changing your safe place is hard for you because you always say that what you have now is secure and you don't want to go somewhere unknown. But this year, you will find the courage to make this change, even though it's hard at first. And with this, you are moving to a better home. Let's start by thinking about it. It's like moving from one house to another, but you are moving to a better home. At first, there's the hassle of moving, there's dust, there's packing up your belongings and then unpacking them and throwing away some things. Accept all of this year with a positive spirit and open arms, because your identity is changing. This is the time to discover the hidden talents within yourself. In which area are you growing artistically? Where do you feel beauty? Where do you feel emotional security? Where do you feel pleasure? What kind of music should you listen to? It's time to discover your inner talents. In which area are you growing artistically? Where do you feel beauty? Where do you feel emotional security? Where do you feel pleasure? What kind of music should you listen to? In which style do you feel calm? Not what is trendy, but what truly resonates with you. You might want it to be a farm, not a modern house. All of this is screaming inside you, saying, see me, I am within you, I am what makes you happy. You might have a talent in singing, acting, playing an instrument, voice, or any other art form, something you never even gave a chance to. You never gave it a chance. And then suddenly your self-confidence increases, because you feel all that love and creativity within yourself. And then after July, your life gradually finds a tranquil kind of serenity and peace. Inner love boosts confidence. After July's noise, your life finds peace. People come and go. There are a lot of external issues. Now, it is entirely up to you to finish this project. You have to do it. But after July, your life calms down and the noise fades. The things you decided on, like a party, wedding, work duty, or construction project, involve people coming and going. There are many external issues you must finish, but you can't. No matter what that situation was, it is finally all over for us now. When now it's just me and myself. I wake up half asleep, no longer needing to rush. This is when you start discovering your inner self. You feel that others' opinions don't matter anymore. It's just you and yourself now. I've given my best. I have personally experienced every single moment of this life up to this very day, living it as fully as I possibly could, and in every way that I truly knew how. And from now on, I want to work for my own peace of mind. Marriage is possible for you. Regardless of opinions, I've lived fully and now seek peace. Marriage is still an option for you or yours, even one of your loved ones having a child. In any case, the identity of those around you who are deeply attached to you will also change. Identity can be, for instance, going from single to married, or vice versa. Identity can be anything. What we present to society changes. From family changes to marital status, your social identity shifts along with your closest relationships. Among the people who are close to you, your family members. Buying and selling is possible now. Among those close to your family, transactions made before September will bring great blessings and abundance. Just ensure there are no deceptions, and watch that enemies who appear this year do not take advantage. It will become clear to you that they were not truly your friends, but rather hidden enemies. For this reason, at the same time, you may find yourself choosing a new group of friends who are very much in tune with your own energy, and saying goodbye to some people from your previous group. Don't hold any grudges. Those who remain from your past, Don't hold any grudges. Those who remain from your past are the ones whose loyalty has been proven, those who have shown you their love, who have demonstrated their good intentions towards you, and no matter how you change, you are dear to them. They will stay, and the rest are like being sifted out. They leave through an opening for whatever reason. It is quite possible that as you approach the very end of this year, you might find yourself losing something meaningful. This could be the ending of relationships. It could be a profound feeling of inner emptiness. It could be a heavy sense of being let go by others. Or it could even be the transition toward a completely new faith. That is to say, you might experience the loss of a certain belief or faith, only to eventually gain a brand new one. You truly need to completely surrender yourself to the vast universe and say with conviction, whatever wonderful things the universe has in store for my life, I graciously accept it all with a wide and open heart. Replace it with another belief, surrender to the universe and say, I accept the universe's plan with open arms. Success this year requires letting go of beliefs, lifestyles, and relationships. Things like that this year. Try to accept these changes as much as you can. And whatever doesn't resonate with your heart, this is the year for that. So try to accept these changes as much as you can and support them. Don't be afraid of them. Don't fight or argue with them. Instead, learn from them and let them go. By the end of the year, you'll feel that I was the kind of person who didn't care about myself at all, but cared about others. Wow, I cared about what others thought. And then you discover your own strengths. And then you find your self-confidence. This year is truly a year for breaking old patterns and creating a new style. This year is truly a year for breaking old patterns and creating a new lifestyle. And if for most of the time, maybe 6 or 8 months of the year, you feel like you enjoy your own company more, or you just want to connect with your own vibration, to resonate with yourself, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. This shows that you are getting closer to your true self. It gets closer to the question of why I was born. I wasn't born to please my neighbors or to show off at parties who I am or what kind of house I have. Don't worry, you're simply discovering your true self. You weren't born to impress others, but to follow your own spiritual journey. This is your year. Listen to your intuition. It is clear in silence. Expect a fruitful year ahead. Your work, you might have a fresh start or adopt a new working style or remove some things from before and add new things, new styles to it. But overall, you need to make a transformation regarding the job you've had in previous years because those things also need to leave your life. Their time is over. It's also possible that you bring a kind of creativity into your work that you never even considered in previous years. It's possible that you bring a kind of creativity into your work that you never even thought about in previous years. Overall, your lifestyle will change by the end of this year, but during this transition, be careful with your character, especially if you want to make a deal. Hire a lawyer or make sure to read the contracts carefully. There's also a chance that some people might try to deceive you or that there could be dishonesty in the deal. As a result, be very careful with financial matters, especially with your financial partners. Hire a lawyer or read contracts carefully. Watch for potential deception or dishonesty in the deal. Be cautious with finances, especially with partners. You may undergo cosmetic surgery during this identity change or want to alter your appearance. But be careful with the timing. Avoid doing this during Mercury retrograde. And there's also the possibility that if you're trying to get pregnant, as I mentioned, you might have a child, or someone close to you might have a child. Avoid body changes now. Focus on family news and your health. Take care of yourself. This health can be mental, which then affects your body. Accept yourself as you are. Don't let external standards define things for you. This should be your lifestyle. Where am I comfortable? At what weight am I comfortable? In what shape am I comfortable? In what environment? Without paying any attention to what those external standards have been brainwashing me with, you are actually very comfortable with natural things. So please don't get too involved with chemical products, processed chemical foods, or even too many chemical medicines, because this too can be quite harmful to your overall health. It might be quite harmful to your overall health and well-being. And by the very end of this year, you may feel as if you were running in an intense Olympic race, chasing after it your entire life. And then it just suddenly ended and was completely over. Such a profound feeling of exhaustion might come up for you by the time the end of the year finally arrives. It came and went, and it was over. And this feeling might bring about a bad sense of disappointment for you. Whereas you should say, it was something I needed to see through. I needed to see it to the end. I long awaited this, but its end felt disappointing. Instead, I should view it as a finished step leading to a new phase. In the month of June, make the most of the opportunities because it has very good energy, very direct. There are a lot of positives in June. Make the most of it because it has very good energy. It's very uplifting. You feel that you receive a lot of affection. You give a lot of affection. There is a lot of celebration and joy. It's very exciting. And then after August, suddenly everything quiets down. Everything becomes still. But June and July are full of excitement, full of events. I can say that up until July, you feel like you're doing something, things are happening, changes are taking place, and this brings excitement to your life. And it's also possible that after all of that is over, a kind of problem may arise. You might have family problems, problems that arise regarding financial matters or emotional issues. If financial issues arise with family or friends, handle them peacefully and with honesty. You may face family, financial, or emotional challenges, but try to resolve them through friendship. I hope the year of the fire horse brings no fire, but instead excitement and creativity. May every day be happy and joyful. I wish you all the best and I kiss your kind hearts. Dear Geminis, music. It's as if everything in your life, everything that happened to you, everything you shouldn't have seen but did, all the good and especially the bad, all the unpleasant things that happened in your life, the reason for all of it was this. It's as if your life experiences, everything you weren't supposed to see, both good and bad, were for this reason, that in this year of the fire horse, you would find your true purpose and understand everything you went through. Everything that happened was for your personal spiritual growth and development. It was for you, never against you. This year, your goals and intentions should truly be solely in the spirit of serving all of humanity. It was for your spiritual growth. This year, focus on serving humanity, having found yourself, crossed the bridge, and passed your lessons, just as you, now you must give them back to humanity. The light you wish to reach, you must share it with others. It should be in the path of goodwill. And even if you want to make money, your earnings should, in fact, be in service to humanity. And don't worry about money, because from now on, blessings are yours. Money will pour in for you from the universe if you fully commit to the promise and commitment you made before birth to come here. Have faith, stay true to your word, stand by your promise, and keep your commitment. Your beliefs may change and they might change again, but what comes this year is actually the truth that needs to appear before your eyes so you can see it clearly, because in the future you will become someone who lights the way for others, and your job is essentially to bring awareness to others, to break traditions and customs, and to turn them into the fundamental and real beliefs of society. What has been a lie, society will no longer believe. Society with this, and to turn them into the fundamental and real beliefs of society. What has been a lie, society no longer believes. Society stands up to it. It stands up to lies. It stands up to criminals and defends itself. This is society's mission. This represents the core purpose and collective responsibility of our entire society. It is a vital mission that everyone must embrace to ensure our progress. By working together toward this goal, we can build a stronger foundation for future generations and fulfill our duty to one another. Receive the messages and you play the role of the radar. You receive them and deliver them to the people. You are a receiving and transmitting station, meaning you both receive and broadcast. This is your life's mission, and since the year of fire, you play the role of the radar, receiving messages and delivering them to the people. This mission officially begins now. This signifies that starting from February 27th, your sacred responsibility toward all of humanity will truly begin. If you are negligent in your duties, if you falter in this vital work and choose to act only for your own personal benefit, you will forever lose that higher spiritual rank you so deeply wish to attain. Therefore, you must be extremely careful wherever you are. Go forth and spread the absolute truth, and spread the divine light to everyone. Let your guide, your holy book, be to spread the truth and the light. Have the courage to be honest. Spread the truth, spread the light. Let your guide, your holy book, be truth and honesty. You don't even need to explain. When you are sitting somewhere and talking about the truth, and sometimes some people simply don't understand your perspective, and they might even speak out against you, regardless of whatever their true intentions may be. In these moments, you really don't need to be aggressive or feel the need to try to prove your point to them. Instead, you can simply choose to leave that specific group and go somewhere else entirely, to a place where people truly value and understand you for who you are. Some might say you're crazy, but that doesn't matter at all. What matters is that you are undertaking this spiritual journey in alignment with your own soul. Here, it's not about me proving whether I'm right or wrong. Here, it's not about me winning the leadership trophy or getting the best of everything. It's not about receiving gifts or basking in others' praise and admiration. Here, I am someone who works in the path of light. And if someone still hasn't reached this level of awareness, they're still thinking on a superficial level. They're still at the level of society. It's not about receiving gifts or basking in others' praise and admiration. Here, I am someone who works in the path of light. And if someone still hasn't reached this level of awareness, they're still thinking on a superficial level, still at the level of society, still believing the news, still following traditions. They're still seeking personal attention, chasing artificial things, seeking praise. This year, those who continue to seek attention, chase artificial things, and seek praise will be forcefully changed by the universe in a harsh way. So, the path that the universe opens for you, it will force you there. Go willingly from now on. It will force you there. Go willingly from now on. You receive the messages more than anyone else. If your presence reaches awareness, its vibration will become so high that you will have an impact without saying a word wherever you go. The positive energy that radiates from you provides a sense of hope to those around you. And if you truly believe in your heart that this radiant